The shadows seem to pool around the party. The walls of Labrynthai rising high above them, dwarfing the group as they struggle with the torment in their minds. Memories leaking away, being pulled away like strings of meat. One by one. And at the end of it, the last thing any of you can remember was the first time you met far, far back in Saltmarsh. Barely a memory of who you are. Barely a memory of everything that's happened. Not even remembering your names. All you know is that you know each other. But you don't remember how. AKA, the DM does not want this to devolve into PvP as your normally clashing characters start trying to murder each other. Please don't kill each other. That would be a bad. With that, welcome to Prism Blade Gaming, everybody. My name is Hawk Johansson. This is Seas of Saltmarsh, episode 14. Joining us today, we have Shinzo.
Hello, thank you all for joining.
Shun.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Bean.
Yo.
A Dingo.
What? Which Dingo? Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No.
I don't think my name's Dingo. I don't feel like I'm a dingo. I think I'm more of a Charles.
You know what? That's fair. Charles! Look, you piece of shit. I'm gonna introduce you as Charles. You need to answer. Fuck you. Ryan!
Hello, everybody.
And Quinn.
Giving me timbers, motherfuckers.
Last time, our party made their way to Labrynthai after some other shenanigans, and were pulled into the dark labyrinth by an illusionary version of Mordenkainen himself, the legendary planeswalking archmage of Faerun. And then all of their memories got stolen. In what is probably the only time I have ever managed to pull off the "may I take your names" joke in my life, in my entire DMing career. How the fuck did y'all fall for that, by the way?
I didn't expect it!
Well, sorry, we were a little distracted because you were waving Mordenkainen in our face. We were like, ooh, super special guy, and then you just kind of slipped it in there.
He was so cool.
This is me, senpai. Alright. Anyway, my cringy self aside, the party is now standing in the shadowy halls of Labrynthai. It extends a near infinite direction to the left and to the right. And the 7 of you, 8 of you, are staring at each other, vaguely recalling that you know each other, but with no recollection of yourselves or how you know each other. You just know that you know. So, of course, the first thing all of you are going to notice is the gigantic mummy lady standing behind the red-haired Phyrexian. The second thing you all would notice is the Phyrexian. The third thing you all would notice is the B-Rex standing behind the old man. The fourth thing you would notice is the snake person standing next to the old man. The fifth thing, I'm just going to keep going down the list until someone stops me.
You know, I feel like I should be panicking, but I'm not. I don't know who you are. Why am I not panicking?
I don't know, you asked me.
I am asking you, Mr. Elf? I think you're an elf. That's
Come on.
that's what the pointy things are, right?
Hmm.
An elf has pointy ears, yes, but don't have these.
Everyone has hands. I think.
What the heck is that? As he points over at the Phyrexian thing.
Scary.
Where? Where? She looks around.
No. He didn't say Phyrexian, but he's asking, "What the heck are you?"
Oh, me. I'm the princess of the
You remember she's a princess, but not of where. Awesome.
um, the one place that I will get back to you on.
That certainly narrows it down. Not.
Right. Looks
Take-
around.
Take away Sorok's memories, and he resorts to the 90s.
Let's see. Well, let's say excuse me, good fellow. Your hair is how you say on fire. Is that normal? Do you have a condition of some sort that you may want to get checked out? Your beard.
Well, the beard is not exactly on fire at the current moment, but he looks down like, "Oh, so my beard is smoking.
Huh.
Why is it smoking?"
What? And then looks at the B-Rex and like jaw drops, eyes like eyebrows shoot to her head like I'm actually terrified of that. Turns around, notices tall mom. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Whoa. Whoa. You are quite excuse me, I did not mean to offend you with my expression. I'm going to stand over here next to and she looks over at Chantel. Oh, this wow, you have long hair. This one.
As you look over where Chantel was, do you want to take this?
See, actually, is quite unexpected. You don't see Chantel anywhere. In fact, you do see a very, very small child sleeping on the ground, snoozing away.
Who's kid?
I certainly am not ready to have children yet.
I'm the
Oh,
oldest
fuck,
here. I think I should take responsibility. I'll pick her up.
Ah,
You look really trustworthy, and I will hand her to Bigglesby.
That phrasing just makes Sorok look at you like, really?
Bigglesby gently takes the child onto its back. And he's just looking around, kind of confused, as if trying to piece together what happened in his poor little B-Rex mind.
Can you guys
I
hear that?
hear what? By the way, Jinx.
Nothing. Nothing. I'll just take a few awkward steps away from Bigglesby.
Bigglesby follows you.
Okay, someone's connected you and that thing together. Got it. Of course, Sorok is just gonna look over at himself for a moment. Why am I in a pirate's get up?
Maybe you're an actor.
Yes.
Nah, I don't really feel that creative.
But you have like the whole like special thing with the beard and the pirate gets up.
Yeah, the effects.
Maybe we're a troupe of actors, and you just look like weirdly like mechanical because you're like the monster in a play or something.
That doesn't sound right. But
You all might be actors, but there's no way that I am.
Helica's eyes bulge.
I mean,
Like, what? A talking snake?
It's
A talking snake? Where?
Yeah.
out of
That's
character,
a
we would
perfectly
know
normal
what
human.
race. We would know what race we each are. Yeah.
That was a perfect callback right there. Holy
A callback?
shit.
the totally normal human.
Oh yeah.
Yes. He is normal human. He has 2 legs, 2 arms, and no scales.
And can see in the dark. He learned
Yes.
that while traveling.
Yes, like all humans.
Humans.
He's just creepy looking.
Excuse you.
No, I didn't mean to offend. I was just saying that we don't see much of your kind wherever I come from. Right.
And you're not panicking about me.
No, I learned that you don't have a condition that sets your beard on fire. It isn't.
But
I
I
have-
mean, more specifically, the type of me. You know,
Oh, you're
raiders,
not.
villagers, murderers, that
Oh my
kind of
god.
thing.
Oh my god. It's like, wait a minute. Are you telling me you're not racist? Wow.
The Helica's are like, no, but I thought that since you're in the pirate get up, you're here for my birthday party that I wanted for pirates, but you're not. And the big bee thing there is not going to eat us, thank goodness. And
Yes, he
me,
says he's not hungry.
I didn't.
You could talk. Okay, I did not know you could talk to creatures. Got it.
I absolutely can. See, I can talk to that perfectly normal human.
Perfectly.
And I will
What's-
point out that Igrat doesn't have the hood on, so he's just fully a snake person. Like,
Like, Helica is just trying to like do the math in her head. Normal. Yes. No.
I think he thinks I'm a creature.
All humans are creatures. See, I have skin and
if
I-
you're
hard things. I'm a creature.
honestly, considering that you're not murdering us right about now, I'm gonna be confident in saying that you're pretty chill.
I think we're all still trying to figure out why we're here, but in the very least,
Well, not
We
one
all-
is enemies of others, so
No.
I don't know what you all feel right now, but there's a
confusion.
reason we're all here.
I
And
I
believe.
feel
I believe this is all happening for a reason.
we are all being tested. That's what I. That's
Thorok
all.
is gonna start looking around before he.
All right, everyone roll
Scratches his
me.
head.
Everyone roll me perception, please. Let's see. Let's see how we can do this. Let's see how we do.
Oh my goodness. All right. Oh my god. 11.
All right. Bean, you can't roll. You're asleep. Unless Babby Chantel is waking up.
There's a ruffling within Biggle's bee's back, and Chantel, or at least the little girl, wakes up. Where's my plushies? There they are. And she just like picks up 2 very small plushies in her hand. No one knows where they came from. and she looks around,
God.
and
Okay.
her eyes are large, innocent green orbs, and she looks at the fluffy thing first and says, "Ooh, whoa, oh, what are you?"
Okay, first of all, the voice is adorable. Second of all, we actually do have a unicorn stuffy that we got from the Golden Temple.
You do.
Yes, we do.
So you absolutely have a unicorn stuffy.
As the time passes, as the group is looking around curiously, none of you beat the DC, by the way.
30
I rolled a 28 for its stealth.
Oh,
for its stealth.
oh,
Yes.
we're
It's
boned.
It's stealth
Yeah.
roll, yes.
Hmm.
As you continue looking around, you find that the place is shrouded in darkness. It's just lit enough for you to see, as you can feel like you can see faint moonlight shimmering down from far above. At least you think it's moonlight. You hope it's moonlight.
Hmm.
But eventually, as the party just begins wandering down the, let's say, right path, Chantel, now snuggling the unicorn plushie, would feel something behind her.
Hmm?
Uh-oh.
And you would turn around to see four large black eyes looking at you.
She
And
begins to cry.
And after a second, a small fire appears in the creature's hand, revealing if I can get this to work properly, a small moth-like creature, simply holding a little fire in its hands, looking at you curiously.
Who? What are you?
It tilts its head, staring at her. It leans in a bit, not saying anything, but clearly not hostile towards her.
She tilts her head, looking at the little thing. You look like a red. Just like my friends. They love reds. And she points at one of her plushies. In particular, now that she has both the unicorn one, she also seems to have a yellow one and a green one. But
What-
this yellow one loves reds, and she points it at and waves it right in front of the little moth thing.
The little moth thing uses its other arms to reach out and, like, gently pet it. At this point, the rest of you would have noticed young Chantel talking to this something on Bigglesby's back. Bigglesby himself is quite perturbed that something got onto his back without him noticing.
Thorok is just gonna be like, the Zog in the hell is that?
Hmm. Looks like food to me.
No,
No,
it looks
don't
too
eat
sentient.
it! She looks at you.
No, it looks too sentient to be eaten.
Squints.
I mean, if it's casting a spell, it's clearly intelligent. Wait, is that a spell?
As it tosses up the little firelight, which just kind of hovers up and then intensifies, and reveals that there are dozens of these creatures lining the walls. Wings perfectly still.
As Sorg's eye just shrinks as like, oh, there's a lot of them. Yeah, they're probably smart.
Don't
Looks like they
worry,
can leave-
I can talk to creatures, and I'll think really hard at them.
I don't know if that will work, but
You
okay.
have to trust the village elder. He knows what he's doing.
Amo, roll me wisdom.
Just straight wisdom?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You try and you try and you try and you think they get the message, but just to be sure, you try some more, and then after about 5 minutes, you have successfully given yourself a headache.
Damn.
Okay, I don't think they liked my message. They kind of, like, hurt my head in response.
I think you just can't talk to others other than that one.
But I can talk to you.
More
Well, that's because we're speaking normal language.
Oh, it spoke. What the?
New visitors. Welcome to the labyrinth.
Oh?
Labyrinth?
The little red one hops up onto Bigglesby's head. Yes, welcome to the labyrinth. We were put here generations ago by Mr. It leans over and whispers, "What was his name?" A couple of the other ones just kind of shrug. We were put here generations ago by important person to help people who have been captured by the labyrinth's spells. We are happy to have you, and we would like to cordially... Is that the right word? Cordially invite you to join us at our hive.
I remember. It's on the tip of my brain, the tip of my tail, but I can't. Something.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
How do people end up in this labyrinth?
They knock on the doors.
Where are we?
This is the labyrinth.
Do you know who I am? Kind of forgot.
Before you came in, there was a spell placed on you, and this spell removed your memories so that you would have trouble getting through. Because the important person didn't want anyone to get to the center.
Is the important person Mummy? She always tells me to do big things because I had a big soul, she said. And she points at her plushies. And these used to be me one time, I think. And then she said she'll use me to make her greatest, what was it, weapon. I don't know what a weapon is, though. What's that?
It would make sense for the leader to be a mother, because females are natural-born leaders.
I'm not so certain about that one.
I'm not so certain about you, Mr. Pirate Get Up, but isn't a pirate.
Oh my god.
Are we sure?
Bean, I'm giving you inspiration. This is too cute. My heart can't take this.
Are we sure that we're not about to go down and face some elf that claims to be a goblin king or something?
I don't know what those words are.
We do not know what an elf is. I know what an elf is. What is an elf? They're pointy.
Ha, I knew you were an elf, you liar.
I'm an orc!
Then why are you pointy?
I don't know! Don't ask me why orcs are like elves.
Okay, gentlemen, you know that multiple things can be pointy, correct?
No, I did not know that.
Well, now you know. Congratulations.
Well, I know that. It's just I didn't really know how to explain why I have slightly pointed ears and tusks
Amo
and green skin.
pulls out a piece of parchment and writes down, multiple things can be pointy, not just elves. Save that for later.
There you go, buddy.
So, I hope you do enjoy the particular reference.
Fucking fantastic. All right. As the creatures start crawling along the walls, leading the party deeper into the labyrinth, it takes you about what you would estimate is about half an hour as they lead you up and down and around multiple curves and twists and ramps through doors and beyond, until finally you are good and well and lost in the labyrinth. But then, just when you think they're leading you to your doom, one of them, the red one that you first met, jumps off of Bigglesby and pushes a single stone on the labyrinth wall. There is a thick grinding noise as the stones begin to fold into each other. As they fold in and roll into each other, forming into a large archway.
Okay, this is all weird.
The other moth creatures begin crawling into small holes higher up along the walls, vanishing into them. And as your group slowly enters the arch, concerned, confused, lost, and without any memories, you find yourselves in a warm, cozy little place. Large red crystals seem to be growing out of the walls in this huge circular cavern. Many of them having been hollowed out and hewn into fantastical shapes. You can see countless of these little moths crawling around them. But in addition, you can see much larger versions of them, ones that are about the size of a human, with thick forearms, carrying like large tomes, big spears and weapons and shields, and actually looking like legit warriors. As you enter, they look at you curiously, but say nothing. Their antenna flickers over you, as if scanning you, smelling you. But they say nothing as the red moth hops down and leads the party towards a main huge crystal. What was Chantel doing?
Chantel immediately grabs one of them. Or tries to.
One of who?
The red things, the flying ones, the bigger ones. I didn't know there's bigger ones.
As she grabs one of the bigger ones, it looks down at her. And just looks at the rest of the party as at a loss of what it's supposed to do.
She puts both her hands up, expecting to be carried towards wherever she's supposed to be.
Or would make that motion of like, you pick her up.
The large moth creature gently puts its book behind its back and comes down and picks her up. Its wings flutter a bit, revealing long, trailing tendrils that with patterns that look like almost like a phoenix's feathers. it looks at the group a bit confused, but complies and carries her off towards their big destination. Anyone else going to accost a moth?
No.
Alika just stares very curiously at the red one, as if she's trying to recall something that just on her. It's there, but she can't quite reach it. But she kind of notices her. Oh, I'm not very fairy anymore. I wonder what happened there. And then shrugs and continues going.
Ikarath would pull out the journal in his pack and just sort of start writing notes about what he's seeing.
I completely forgot you had a journal. So in the journal, you find all of the details of your adventure.
Oh.
Do with that information what you will.
Oh my god.
Well, there's a lot of things about architecture here in a couple of different places. We were currently in a place called Dala Mesa.
Hmm?
Anyone?
How do you know if that's about us?
Yeah, anyone could
You
have
know-
written that and slipped it into your pack.
I mean, it's my writing, I can tell you that. But that's a fair point. Maybe I'm a storyteller. I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, Del Mesa sounds made up.
Does
Fair point.
and
All words are made up.
mm,
Also, fuck you.
It's a
He's just
beautiful
gonna
name,
start-
Hog. I'm just being the shit stirrer because I'm so enjoying it this session.
He's gonna start flipping through the pages to see if there's anything to try and link the party and
Oh yeah, I would assume Ikarath had written like the people and given sketches of who they are and their names and whatnot.
he's just gonna start showing people like I think this is you, um, Amo. That doesn't this look like you? Kind of doesn't this look like him? And show
That does kind of look like me. What does it have that written? What's written right there next to it?
Old bitch.
Is that the gist of it?
No,
Give me the gist of it.
it would say something about very ordinary old man who has strange bee, because the notes about Amo would have been all the way back. Shinzo, it would just say fighter man.
it has a picture of his first profile drawn.
Yes, fighter man.
Just like a stick figure, like
Yeah.
Fighter man. Fighter man.
But yeah.
Wait, why does he have like a dozen swords sticking out of him?
Must be really tough.
You look over at current Shinzo, and he still has a dozen swords sticking out of various places.
I withdraw
Or
my
maybe
question.
he's just carrying a lot of weapons.
He just looks at y'all. Okay, so the reason I haven't really been saying much is because since he lost his memories, he has kind of forgotten a lot of worlds. So he is completely lost and oblivious to what's really going on. Because during all that conversation, he kind of only caught a few worlds here and there. Everything else, he has no idea what that means. You know?
Okay, I think I
his
communicate
past
with
and all
him.
that. So, but he just looks at y'all about talking about his weapons and just kind of grunts. Oh, yeah.
That being said, everyone, This one is special. It says here in my notes that he might be a god.
A god.
That he can get us out of here.
He
Uh,
We
gives
must
a
pray to
huge
him.
grin at that. It just goes.
Come, fluffy ones, we must pray for salvation!
Maybe possible god status. Who knows? But the thing that's really throwing me off, I've got Amo, I've got Shinzo, Helica, you're here. Zorak,
Helica?
you're
What kind of name is that?
what does it say about me?
Captain Zorak. So maybe he's not an actor.
Maybe I am a pirate.
But the thing
Wait.
that's throwing me off is all of these drawings are close to what you all look like, but the Charlotte / Chantal, this doesn't match with anybody.
Well, aren't there such thing as age regression magic? Could be the
Huh.
little girl, for all we know.
At this point, Chantal is no longer distracted by all the moths. She's been busy talking away with her plush toys, but then she turns to the group who are all focused on Icarus' journal, and then she asks the red one to drop her down, and then looks, and she goes right
The
up.
moth?
She goes.
The moth immediately just drops her. He doesn't put her down, he just lets her go.
Ah! She like falls in the middle of it, and she just pouts, and then she just scuttles up and looks right up in the journal, like pushing everyone else away, and then looks right back up at Ikarath and says, what's that one? He drawing? I love drawing.
I mean, I'm not very good, but
What all
Pretty good.
What's
artists
everyone
say.
looking at?
Can't see. She's so small.
I think this is mostly us. But I can't seem to find you.
Oh, that's
don't-
sweet.
This entire thing is weird, I'll be honest, but
Wait, it says here that Helica and this Chantel were like kind of a thing. Maybe she's their kid or something.
Wait.
And you just didn't have the time to write it down.
Eh? Children?
I don't know where you are. I don't want to assume.
I don't know, your life.
Not right.
I
Can't be my mummy. I know who my mummy is. She's a great, old. She's old, and she likes chickens, and she teaches me stuff. I think.
She teaches me stuff like this. Hyper beam.
dumb. Is your mother an old hag?
Well, that's rude.
Not in the rude sense, you dingus. That was meaning in the actual, classification.
Class of
Like-
what now?
Yeah, magic people thingy.
I
Legends.
love
called
old
wizards.
Amo.
Does your mom look like a bitch?
Oh
Hmm?
Yo, Pelica looks around. What are the other Leppies doing? Are they like just seeing us have this weird banter?
Yes. Many of them are just watching curiously. You see a couple of them eating snacks.
What you got? What's that? What are you eating?
I'm hungry.
Maybe food will restore my intelligence, my memory. Sorry, intelligence.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then when she actually takes a more careful look at you, she says, You're spicy.
What?
Spicy.
Yes,
Yeah, she
you're
is.
spicy. And a red. How are you
Lucas.
both?
You are
What
a
the hell is
strange,
spicy?
diminutive creature.
And,
But-
and she takes out both of her plushies again and she says, "Look, these are my friends. This one is Needle," and she holds out a small little yellow goblin. "And this one is Queedle," and she holds out a white, strange, sort of mimic looking creature. And she says, "This one loves reds, and this one loves spices. But you're both."
She just chalks it up to kids, I guess.
Citation needed.
Oh
And,
god.
and when she is waving this around, you notice on her hand there is a ring that matches yours.
Oh, how about that? You're wearing the same ring. Are you my kin or something?
Oh, I didn't know I was wearing this. When was I wearing this?
You must have some sort of pedigree to wear that. Only a noble should be allowed to wear such a thing. Well, then we'll get you back to your parents, and I'll get all the glory, and then maybe father will make me high priestess of the court, and then I'll have. Oh, anyway, so weren't we going somewhere with these guys?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
as you proceed forth in towards the main crystal manor, you would eventually come to a large crystalline manor, a huge fortification in the center made entirely out of the same reddish crystals. As you enter, you see numerous moth guards standing at the ready. All of them glance over to you as you enter, but upon seeing the little one tramping in front of you, they all turn away and pay you no mind.
Hmm.
And finally, you come to a stop in front of a much larger one with shimmering red translucent wings. 6 gleaming black and red eyes gaze down at the party as this strange figure is sitting in a crystalline throne. The throne itself is like the seat, and then the back is like split, rising into 2 wing-shaped like obelisks. And you can see a large bloated abdomen behind her, wrapping around. As this figure looks down at the party, she, undoubtedly a she, tilts her head. "And what have you brought me today, Dream?" I have brought visitors from the labyrinth. The first we've had in many, many years. Yes, last ones were before I was born, right? That is correct. Well, let our visitors step forward and tell us what they remember.
Well,
Oh, Captain.
well, we at least remember her names, or except for that little one. Name's Orc.
Like, I would have chose something like Clarice or something, but I'll be whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm Helica, princess of the place where I come from.
Yeah, we don't really remember much.
I'm
The-
Charlie Charleston of Charlesville, and this is Carl, my thing. He says his name is Carl.
The queen tilts her head, glancing over at Ikaroth, Chantel, and Shinzo.
Mm. Chantel begins to crawl up and then goes right up to the queen and decides that she wants to ride her wings.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
As you climb up onto the queen, she catches you and gently puts you onto her lap.
Ooh, you're warm. I don't know who I am. I kind of forgot. But I know who these are. This is Needle. She is a goblin goo, and she knows magics. And this is Cleedle. She is cool. That's at least what she said. And she likes to eat. I think I'm both. I don't know. Mommy says that, well, I'm kind of both. Put in one.
Oh my god, I can't. I just can't. Oh. I just can't. Oh my god. Oh, I will make you pay for this bean. Okay. The queen looks back and forth between the party, gently rubbing the little girl's back. I am Wave. I am the current queen of this hive.
Hmm.
We were placed here generations ago by the legendary mage Mordenkainen in order to protect this labyrinth and give those of good hearts a chance at getting through.
Good.
Those who would not immediately seek to destroy and undermine upon losing their memories are to be given a chance to remember in the safety of our home. Your memories have not been stolen. They have merely been blocked. And upon remembering key moments from your lives, you will reawaken them. You may remain among us as long as you wish, or at least until your memories have resurfaced.
How do we go about that?
She looks down at Helica. I don't know. They're your memories, not mine.
Drats. Well, so, for lack of a better terms, you're not going to give us the quest markers. We have to do it the old school. Okay, no problem. I'm going to go sit over somewhere and try to meditate. If that's thing. I used to do that, I think.
Queen Wave, permission to speak.
You may.
I wasn't trying to be rude, I just wanted to make sure. My name is Ikarath, and our friend over here seems to have some trouble speaking, but his name is Shinzo.
She gives a faint nod to both of you.
Shinzo nods back and then just looks up at him. Food.
We will have food brought to you.
I agree.
He nods in thanks.
If you have any questions about what these creatures are, now's the time to ask.
What are you?
We are leppies.
That's-
That doesn't exactly explain anything.
That explains everything.
Whoa. Grand Queen, Priestess, Empress, Leppy person. Are there some rocks around here we can chew on? I'm asking for a friend.
Rocks?
Yes, rocks.
Why rocks?
Oh, my.
I don't understand your question. Are there rocks that we can chew on?
Why would we chew on them?
Why wouldn't you chew on a rock?
Yeah, duh.
Huds
you ever
that will
tried
break
it?
your teeth?
How do you know? Have you tried it?
Yeah, bitch.
You remember
Don't-
trying it?
Does your creature want rocks?
I don't remember.
Possibly.
I don't
Fair enough.
remember suffering from. I don't remember actually when I have attempted it, but I do remember I tried it and it bit and it broke my teeth.
Is
Not a
that why your
pleasant
teeth are
moment.
sharp?
Teeth don't look broken
No.
to me.
No, these are my adult teeth. It would happen when I was a child.
Oh.
It looks like he's about to ask another question, then redirects it back to the queen. So, rocks. Yeah?
There are many crystals you can chew on here. We will have some brought to you.
Sounds good enough for me.
Carl
how did-
agrees. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I wanted to ask, how did your people get, I guess, put in such a place like this? She looks around. What deal did you make with Morton?
We did
Was that
not
his name?
make the deal with Mordenkainen. He called upon us.
Oh.
Our kind live in solitude in our own little pockets of the Feywild. Mordenkainen knew of us and called upon us to do this. And we have been awaiting his return to free us. Assuming he ever will.
And how long has it been?
There have been 4 queens.
I can only imagine. Okay, dingo. Alright. I can only imagine.
Chun, do it. You know you
Do-
want to.
Oh, and Helika doesn't. She definitely doesn't have that instinct yet. She's like, no. She's like, There's something I feel like I should be doing right now, but doesn't seem like it's in my character, honestly.
Bullshit, you know it.
She's gonna ask. Oh, okay. The people who have come here before, how do they get their memories back?
The majority of people who have come here before and reclaimed their memories have either had some way to meditate on it, or remind themselves of what they've done, though some have simply had ways around it.
Is around. Oh, right. Like the book. If my name is Helica, then that's a start. Maybe we can pour more through Ikarov's book and discover more, and then we'll be all right, I think. Right. But will something happen if we remember everything? Will we be like, oh, I get it, and we'll be okay, and we'll be free to leave, right?
You will be free to leave no matter what. We will not stop you from walking out.
Oh,
But I would, given the few adventurers that I have seen recover from the memory loss, it seemed like it came back to them in a snap of inspiration.
Oh.
Snap of inspiration. How the hell that means? That sounds a very vague and subjective term.
I think we'll get through it, right, guys? And she looks at everyone else. You guys seem nice.
Of course, little one. We'll get through this, and we'll have you back home to your mommy, and I'll be, I guess, counting some gold.
Yes,
miss-
I miss my mummy. She makes the best shark fin soup.
Oh,
Weren't those illegalized?
Well, no. Why would they be?
Everwinter, I guess.
right. I guess inspiration. Like, I'm trying to think. It seems like whatever inspired our characters to become what we became would be a good place to like try to see how we can emulate that again or something.
Each of you does remember something of their previous life that can help them break through this enchantment.
Do we roll for it?
No, this is role play.
Oh. Okay.
All you have to do is continue role playing with each other around the meal that the Leppies are bringing out to you. And when you hit upon a key point, I will tell you, hey, that's sparking you. Like that's sparking something in your mind. That's sparking you. That sounds dirty.
Let's see.
For a moment, Storok actually would think for a moment, but then an idea pops in his head. What about the stuff that we're wearing? There has to be
Oh,
something that might spark up memories.
good point. Good point.
As Storok will now start to actually look through his weapons and equipment,
All right.
such as the two medallions around his neck.
You look at the medallions, and you could almost hear someone calling your name. But it feels distant. Felt like way too far away to actually reach you.
These feel important, but nothing from these. As he puts them back around his neck. As he then unsheathes his sword.
Which immediately ignites.
Ah! I guess that's where the burning part of my beard came from.
And all the Leppies are like, ooh.
And then he sheaths it.
Oh.
I'm gonna take it out again.
So actually has a sinister thought as he just pulls it out. Gives everybody a moment to do that, and then sheaths it again, and then repeats.
Oh.
But do you remember? Do you remember now, Sorok? Do you remember? Do you remember?
Not really.
Oh,
I just
You-
know that the medallion thingies are important in some way, but not really anything else.
Sorok, do you remember the 23rd night of September?
goodness.
Out of character, what?
Fucking, come on, man.
Was that a song?
Yes.
I'm
Do
sorry.
you remember
Oh boy.
the 23rd
Oh!
night of September?
Oh, that song.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I did not recognize that right away.
Yeah. Hmm. Helica is going to check
There's a
and
reason
look
I was a
at.
pirate.
What's
She's gonna look
Helica?
at.
What is Helica
she's-
checking? I'm sorry.
She's She still wears her the medallion that she has from the Diamond Deserts to she wears it as like a little pin on like her cloak, and within their language there it just says Helica of Shun or Helica of Emperor Shun, and she's all like Emperor Shun. Sounds like somebody. My father, if I'm a princess. That's a clue.
You remember. You remember something. The spark of remembrance comes to you as you remember the Diamond Deserts and where you came from. You remember that the medallion you wear is the symbol of your father, the Emperor of the Sun.
This kind of like causes her to take a like. Well, I mean, then she realizes that she can't breathe. What's that? That's weird. Is the air? Is there any? Can you all breathe?
Yeah?
As far as I know, yes.
Curious. That's odd. Some sort of enchantment in this place. But anyway, I'm slowly remembering things. The Diamond Deserts. It's all coming back. I can see the rolling sand hills, the sparkling oceans, and the city itself being held above the ground. And then I see my father. And I see my sisters actually. What about you, Ikarath? Have you remembered anything?
Not particularly, but if we look through some of my most recent notes, it says that we're traveling after a set of something. There's something about 8 pieces of 8. But then if I look back a couple pages, I can see we're also looking for artifacts to help us destroy something in the sea. And I believe we have some of the pieces of 8, and we do have some of these artifacts, so I'm not quite sure.
That's why. What's more curious is how I got to be here. I was to be stationed at Saltmarsh.
You
Is-
remember the ship ride over to Saltmarsh. It was long, boring, full of sailors who initially were trying to cop a feel. Cutting one's arm off put an end to that right fucking quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
Saltmarsh, I remember that place. That's where I live in the woods with Mummy.
Ah.
So you live in the woods of Saltmarsh, and you traveled to Saltmarsh.
I don't know. Hey, can I ask why you have no hair?
Uh,
You look perfectly human, but you have no hair. Are you old?
Oh my god.
child, I don't know how many
She
humans you
goes
got
ahead
to
and just
see.
touches your scales.
Whoa, you can't be old. You have silky, smooth, scaly skin.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not a human. I'm
What?
technically.
He hasn't been wearing a hood this entire time, and
What?
you just realize that now?
I am what they used to call Vrail Olo, the Yonti.
God,
Oh,
I've
I've never seen.
This whole time.
I'm sorry, my mic did not pick up the laughing fit I just had.
It's delightful.
How did
Oh.
I knew it. My suspicions.
You're so cool. You're so
You all
cool.
said
Thank you. I yes. Saltmarsh. In my notes from a while.
Remembering Saltmarsh sparks something in Ikarath's mind, the memory of the cult that he was a part of.
I'm also from Saltmarsh. So all of us have a tie there.
I don't know about me.
Hmm?
It sounds.
The name Saltmarsh to the fucking
Sorok.
thank you. The name Saltmarsh to him actually does drag up a memory. A memory of being beaten, broken, and gently sailing across the waves towards Saltmarsh. With only painful memories and broken dreams in tow.
The only things I can remember is pain and loss.
Hmm.
Now I can only imagine Boulevard of Broken Dreams as sung by an orc.
Oh my god, this is so many songs tracks to Sorok.
Hey, let's get 20 likes on the video, and I'll actually do that.
Yeah.
Not going to get me to sing because I cannot sing for the life of me.
Oh no, it would.
I could-
I can sing. I'll do it. Your boy Hawk has actually had musical training. I know how to do it.
Oh, lucky you.
What are we eating? What exactly is the leppies give us?
Some kind of meat. They literally just brought out a bunch of plates of this spicy, well-cooked meat and just plopped it down in front of the group. Enjoy!
What kind of meat is it?
Hydra!
Yeah, before he
Oh.
even asked what kind of meat it was, Shinzo already had like 2 big pieces, one in each hand. He's just eating into both of them.
Nice.
You know what? Wait, how did you kill the Hydra?
It's tasty. I don't care.
That's gotta be a
It actually does smell pretty good.
pain in the half to kill her.
No kidding.
Well, one of the leppies comes up. Oh, we don't kill it. It's chained up underground.
Wait a minute.
Oh, so you're just cutting. Oh, he
Oh
just.
my god, these done changed the
So he's still
whole-
alive.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
One way to do it.
I mean, yeah, that's one way to do it. Endless supply of food at that point.
Yeah.
Well, not quite endless, but still. A lot longer lasting than compared to, like, most others, and plus it's a lot more fresher.
Mm-hmm.
Calico would
I woke up.
oh god.
Oh no, you go ahead.
No, go.
I woke up to the man who is eating the most and go, "Oh, you have good appetite. You eat just like Needle." And Needle sometimes, she likes lava.
How could a goblin eat lava?
Oh god, it's a long she rolled a fucking 20 and then literally ate some gnome lava. But yeah.
And you have long hair, just like my brother. But Mommy says that he's
Shinzo.
gone. Oh, he's gone for a long, long time, and I won't be able to see him again until I'm older.
Kick her ass.
Rourke would eat the food for a bit before while he's thinking.
Dangerous pastime, my friend.
Hey, I know the feeling, actually.
Uh-oh.
We need to get out of here, though. Well, not quite out of here, but more like... You mentioned there's something in the center that is being protected, yeah?
The center?
Yeah, in the center there's a labyrinth.
Yeah, the center
Oh.
of the labyrinth is supposed to hold some kind of powerful treasure that the leppies themselves are helping them guard.
Hmm.
Would you lads be against the idea of us, going after this treasure?
The leppies glance over to you, look at each other, and like, no. You'll fail, but go ahead.
Who said I'll fail?
Everyone fails.
Just because everyone before me fails doesn't mean that eventually one person will succeed. Or a group of people.
How are you going to succeed if you don't know how to do what you're supposed to do?
Good point.
Instinct!
We'll take one of you with us.
Yes, I want that one. She points at the big red one that carried her earlier, and you, the small little one, and she points at Dream.
Oh my god.
Besides, you never succeeded. You never know if you could do something if you haven't tried it.
They kind of like accept it, but like they nod like, yeah, that's nice, dear. That's nice, Mr. Orc. You go do that. Have fun
Well,
storming the castle. As they're
Well,
walking
you
off. as they're walking off, do you think he can do it? Ah, it'll take a miracle.
There's very something interesting about that. These creatures, like I feel like I've seen them before.
But here's the
Yes.
thing.
Hmm?
Oh, go ahead.
As Helica is thinking back, a spark of memory connects. As she remembers that the Diamond Deserts had their own hive of leppies.
Hmm. Ah, actually, I remember perfectly. Now, remember, I don't think I've ever told you. No, I told you I have two sisters, but I also have a third one. The third one was my father's firstborn and was a leppy, I think. And um, I think I just seen my sister that I have never seen before. Just then, the smallest one. So, what an odd occurrence, she says. And then kind of just like puts her hands on her hips and then thinks for a minute, and says back to the queen.
Oh, the queen's not there.
Oh, the queen's not there. Okay.
Yeah, no, y'all were led outside of the main area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is
But-
that why
Oh.
you're both red?
Yes, and that would mean that that little one is more powerful than I could ever imagine, and older, actually, quite old. But we got to get to the center, I guess, and get back on track, I guess. Captain, she says to Sorok, questioningly.
Surprised you haven't asked the leppies the most obvious question.
Oh boy, what is it? What would it be?
The most obvious question about the labyrinth.
What that is?
Is it dangerous?
Yes.
Oh, hey, I
Well,
don't
you-
know where we're
I
at.
was
We
gonna
could-
say my actual question would be, when you're saying that people fail, does that mean that they just don't get what they're looking for, or do they die?
Oh, they all die.
Right.
Die?
They die when they fail.
Yeah.
People die when they are killed.
Yeah.
It says in my
Mommy
book
never
that people
told me
die.
that. She says she can bring people back to life.
That's impossible.
Mm.
I've never seen such a thing.
There are legends.
Numerous leppies actually step forward, ready to correct Helica.
Oh, here we go.
Actually, there are precisely 4 spells in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons core rulebook that allow you to resurrect someone from the dead. If you use a non-standard first-party material, there are an additional 2. And if you go into third-party materials, there's like 7 others. You need to study up, noob.
Well, excuse my uncultured self. I will take that into account. Wait a
Mint,
minute.
if you start correcting me, I will start banning you.
Wait a minute. Oh, I have a really, really
I
weird
doubt you're being
feeling.
serious with that one.
I
Oh.
actually don't know if I'm correct or not. I'm just saying that if anyone tries to correct me in the comments, I will kick them.
Oh, but no, Helica's like, okay, now I'm getting a weird feeling in my head about something. When I close my eyes, I can see rooms and weird muscles and weird veiny stuff. That's really odd. That's really something I didn't want to see. We should,
Ew.
yes. So should we get a move on? Oh, right. Danger. That's the thing about where we're going. There's going to be danger. I can handle myself in a fight. I've been in a couple of them. I think
Wait,
I've been in 2 fights.
if you're a princess, don't you have like an army or something that can help you?
I don't.
I'm guessing that if you did, they'd be back at the Diamond Desert.
Right. Correct. Or at Saltmarsh.
Oh,
They're probably worried sick about me. They probably think I'm dead or something. That's impossible.
What, for you to die?
For me to.
Actually, that's quite possible.
Oh, here we go.
And these leppies are brutal.
They're quite. Their intelligence rivals the best in Diamond Desert. But nah, I don't expect to die on here in this level.
While you idiots study the blade, I actually studied.
Studied.
This is me fucking with you, not actually talking in character.
I thought it just stopped there. Like we actually just studied. That's it. But so which one of you going to be my the guide of the party, of the group that of us misfits?
Oh, none of us are going in there. That shit's
what?
dangerous.
Why? No, come with us.
Tell us what's in there.
The Leppies all look at each other. Undead constructs, elementals, fiends, angels, all sorts of magical aberrations and oozes, lots of traps. Plenty of traps. Yeah, lots of traps. They're just far too many traps. More traps than was reasonably necessary. Honestly, I think the big guy went a little crazy.
Yeah, that Morty fellow is quite the weird one. Wouldn't want to meet him. But okay.
But if you can get to the center, the treasure is supposed to be really good.
That's why I'm here.
Icarus is gonna look through and see the notes from his conversation with Bookworm about the scale, I believe? The scales of the Coatl.
Mm-hmm. The ones that he's presumably wearing right now?
No, aren't the scales the treasure that's on Labrynthai?
Is it?
Yeah, the ones.
I don't remember what each of them are. I just remember there's one in the center.
Yep.
Yeah, I have.
You're back.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I've got the mantle and the staff.
Okay.
Oh.
Right, then the scales are in here. Okay. As Icarus looks over the details here, something clicks in his mind as he remembers being booped by a Coatl.
Oh boy. Stupid. Nah. He looks like he's arguing with himself in his own head right now, just like
Having a stand battle that we cannot perceive within his own mind.
Is that a fucking JoJo reference? In my Christian D&D game?
Had to do it. Mhm.
yeah.
Hmm.
As the party goes quiet, all of you feel all of you feel just a sense of foreboding. You don't really know what's going to come up ahead. You don't know what's further in these dark halls. All you can remember is you came here for a reason. But now, as your memories are starting to return, you're remembering who you once were, where you've come from. Parts of the strands of memories that were stripped away are starting to realign themselves with your personal mind places. I'm good at words. And as you all consider where you are, consider what you've been through, a part of each of your minds falls back to what you've done in the past. Shinzo, listening to all of this, listening to the talk of Saltmarsh has started to remind you of the good times you had at Saltmarsh. Eating with some strange people that you don't remember, drinking furiously with the people currently around you, just enjoying your time together. But you also remember where you came from, the slavery you were once subjected to, the hard labor that you had to fight your way out of. Sorok, you begin to remember your father, in the spirit of your grandfather, how they goaded you into becoming a captain and fighting your way to find your place on the high seas. Pelika, you start to remember the Diamond Deserts fully, remembering who your father is, remembering where you came from and how you came to be here. Ikarath, looking through the journal, remembering the boop of the Coatl, you start to recall the cult and the studies that you've done over years.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. I forgot you left. I'm sorry. I had a big moment for you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just had to go and get the completely cooked chicken.
Okay. Anyway, having a big introspective moment. But as all of you are remembering Saltmarsh, your origins, where you came from, one of you remembers something else entirely. As the little girl, sitting amongst these full-grown adults, looking up at them curiously, playing with her dolls, sees, sitting across from her, her mother.
Mummy! And she looks up and hugs her.
The old crone gently pats Chantel's cute little head. Time has seemed to have stopped for everyone else. Only the two of them can move. It seems like you're in quite the bind right now, little Chantel.
Hmm? Wait, that's my
Oh yes, of course. You've even forgotten your own name. No, you poor dear.
name? Oh, can we go home now? But no, I don't want to leave them there. They're my friends.
Yes, they are. And they are good friends. You've been through many adventures together.
I have?
Yes, quite. You have fought many wicked fish people, sailed across the high seas, and hunted down creatures of all shapes and sizes, and even ventured across the plains themselves. You've been on quite an adventure with these good people, and you have many adventures left to go.
Oh, why can't I remember that clearly?
She looks at herself and
Is this right?
You'll remember in time.
she begins to recall and think really hard on it. And she does recollect the faces, but the thing that makes her more upset is that she doesn't remember her own face or figure within this.
I remember that. I remember doing all that. But why do I look like this? I don't remember who I looked like before.
It's just a bit of a quirk of the magic used. The enchantments on you and the enchantment he used to steal your memories got a little mixed up, that's all.
Wait a second.
She gently leads you over towards Ikarath's journal. As you can see, Ikarath was in the middle of turning the page, and on that page is his sketch of Chantel.
Oh. And it's kind of crazy as the small girl begins to rapidly age. I remember now. That's what I used to look like?
This is what you were always destined to look like.
But I'm old.
For now, yes. But once you remember fully, you will return to how you were always meant to be.
I see. Uh, well, great mother. Will I be seeing you again?
Oh, most certainly.
Well, I must help the children now.
Yes, I rather think you should. It's not, they're usually quite helpless without you.
It's hard to remember, but I'm starting to now.
As time resumes and Charlotte takes her seat, the rest of you would glance over to see that the little girl has turned into the wizened old crone. The original crazy old granny that you started your adventures with. And upon seeing her, many of you remember first meeting this bizarre old lady, first encountering her on the streets of Saltmarsh as she joined your little adventures into the woods, rescuing lumberjacks from corrupted dryads.
Her hand is shaky, and her basket is by her side as she looks at all the good children. Oh, have all of you missed me? Are we cleaning up things again?
Dear, you seem a bit much more older than I remember.
Really?
And you sound tired.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Course Granny Charlotte would know. Let's carry on.
Okay. Hmm.
So,
Hmm?
y'all are welcome to continue RPing.
Hmm. Yes. Um.
That's a surprise.
Right. Right.
Well, from what I can read, you were always very full of surprises
Ah,
and quite
it comes
powerful.
with age, dear child. Oh, so what is our plans now?
Oh, well, we must get to the center, and I'm kind of taken aback by the flood of memories coming back in now.
Personally, I
Cap-
feel like if we go to the center, we might discover more about ourselves.
Hmm.
Because if anything,
Alright.
it might get us to the source of our problem.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, what about you, Shinzo? Shinzo, how are you feeling?
Oh, I feel better, but cause the more memories I get back, the better I'll feel. So I would like to continue.
Hmm. And you, Ikara?
The further we go, the more we seem to remember, so.
You
Right.
actually aren't wandering into the labyrinth at this point. You're just sitting around a big table.
Hmm.
The
Well,
further we keep talking about this, the further we keep.
well, let's see what's in store for us, and get the treasure. She says, and she gets up from the table and dusts herself off. I must ask my sister why. Why would she be in a place like this for so many years? But that'll be a question for when we return. Madame V, let's go.
The fact that you remember her name is impressive in and of itself. But then you catch yourself wondering, how do I remember her name?
Right. How? I guess it's instinctual or something. Kind of bats her eyes back and forth. And oh well. Come on, everyone up. Let's make way for the place that we are supposed to go in the center of this, area. Ah, so his name was not Morty, but Mordenkainen. That's gonna be funny. But what other leppies are? I mean, they've been left, right?
There are plenty of other leppies, like, just hanging around, watching the party.
Oh, well, since we're here, do they have anything that we could possibly buy?
The leppies have no economy.
Damn. Hmm. No. Okay. None of them seem to have that spark for adventure to want to escort us at all.
They don't want to escort you because they don't feel like dying.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Well, in any case, Helica would continue on and uh would actually, hope that Madame V would like seeing if her command worked.
Madame V is not following you. She's just watching you.
Helica blinks for a moment, walks up, waves her hand in front of her face.
Madame V's eyes do follow her hand.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just hold your hand and we'll take this one step at a time. All right. So Helika would take Madame V's hand and begin to try to move towards where they're supposed to go.
You find that your feet are now scraping against the stone as
Wow.
Madame V does not budge.
Come on, stop being. All right, I can't breathe. But anyway, Well, I would leave you with these people, but you need to have your necrotic makeovers from time to time, or it's just start falling apart. But well, I can't carry you. You're too heavy.
As you look up at her, you suddenly get a flash of a pale skeletal face with no eyes grinning back at you.
She literally does that double take blink meme, like, what? Rubs her eyes.
As you rub your eyes and open them, you find yourself in a dark void.
Oh, come on. She looks around. One of you lepties are playing a trick on me or something. Hello? Hello? Hello?
The rest of you just see Helika go blank.
How in the actual frick did I get here? Oh, maybe this is a dream. Hold on.
Lost your memory, have you?
What the? Who is that? Right now, I demand you to show yourself.
The figure reveals itself as I accidentally kicked my trash can and hurt my toe.
Ow.
As the figure of Elish Norn appears.
Now, if you know, I'm actually scared. So, what do you want from me?
Honestly, I want to laugh at you.
What?
The great rogue praetor, caught in a simple memory trap.
It happens to everyone.
No, it happens to imbeciles.
Hey, I am no imbecile. I've learned how to do math.
The figure tilts its head, and you can tell, even without a face, it's raising an eyebrow at that.
Okay. I'm being silly. Look, you don't know what I've been through until you've actually been punched through a dimensional portal by a metallic hulking person.
And how would you know you've been through that?
Because I actually have. By a person named God.
Good.
Good.
Yes.
You want to kill me on the spot.
No, not that, you imbecile. Good that you're remembering who and what you are.
Yeah, I'm the princess of the Diamond Deserts. That's isn't
You
that?
are so much more.
Like a bard? No. I've been getting weird stuff happening every time I close my eyes. Like your weird sinewy extremities and all that. And my I don't know what she is to me. but I feel an attachment to that thing.
You
Briefly,
should. You created her. Now remember.
remember.
As Helika's memories, the disjointed fragments of knowledge that seem to be coming back to her randomly, all start snapping together. Madame V's ghostly visage is like front in her mind as she finally recalls exactly who she is.
Ooh. So he just says, like, Helika blinks, and then such fragile make-up, affection and possibilities to complete. All will be one. All will be perfect. Perfectly made flesh. Our voice calls out to the lost and broken creatures and death. They fear even as immortality. We offer them immortality. Oof. Oof. Oh my goodness. Well, none of that, Helika says, resting herself up.
As the figure just grins, a wide, toothy smile, black ichor dripping from its lips. Welcome back. Don't lose your mind again. And you're back.
Oh my goodness. Turns around.
She's been out for a while now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, you're back.
I had a little talk with a distant friend, quote unquote. They want me to flay the false skin of this world to reveal the new face of Phyrexia. But I won't do that. We've been through that. Remember? Remember that? Remember that at the end of season 1? You remember that. Let's see. Madame V. Are you in there?
Madame V gives you a faint nod.
Good. We shall continue our great work and make the universe to continue to be imperfect in its perfection and get rid of that. They actually helped me. Wait, holds arms. Are they? Are they? Anyway, I'm sorry, you all. I'm probably not making any sense, but there's another entity like myself, like moi, out there wants me to be evil. And I remember last time I was on the floor crying, and that was not good. And Shinzo helped me and was going to get Jace. And wow, I remember now. I honestly remember everything, I think. If that is my memories.
Indeed you do. Helika, you can feel that the spell has shattered from you. You are free of the enchantment.
Ah, damn it. I ate all that food thinking it was going to fill me up. Well, let's all.
I only forgot that I was undead. No big deal.
Right.
So, you're undead?
Pretty much. The father of machines is coming and all that and destroying the world. He'll unmake everything and remake everything. And let me see. From the void, evolved Phyrexia, great Yawgmoth, father of the machines, saw its perfection. Thus, the grand evolution began. All of that stuff. Yes, I remember.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot to have to deal with every day to hear it. Every time I close my eyes, I sleep every day. Yeah. But the burden of being Helika.
The burden of being perfect.
You know what was funny? When that was literally one of her first things. She says, "I can't help being perfect." When I got that natural 20, and it led to anyway. Yeah, I remember things from season 1. Okay. Well, I've had my little story thing. So, Shinzo, you're still able to do your thing, right? You're still able to go and zap Bizoo out of to the other dimensions.
He just scratches his head and looks completely dumbfounded.
I thought if I got my memories back, you all
As
would
as Shinzo thinks about it, he remembers that yeah, he can do something like that. But he doesn't remember how.
He's gonna kind of close his eyes and kind of concentrate on that thought of him doing so and
As,
try to reenact it as hard as he can.
as he focuses and reaches deep down into his core, he finds a glowing spark of immense power just sitting there. And as he reaches out with his soul and gently touches it, he can feel its pull as from right in front of you, Shinzo planeswalks away. Shinzo, you land on a field. As you look around, you don't see much of anything. It's just fields and rolling hills until you glance behind you and find a massive golden tower off in the distance. It is shimmering with gold and white, a vast symbol glimmering above it with blue energy.
He hauls ass towards it.
As you start running towards it, you realize that it's like a couple days away from you. It's just that big.
He thinks for a second, and then he closes his eyes and thinks of that towel and tries to do the planeswalk again to try and just planeswalk directly there.
As you do, your memories start coming back to you, reconnecting in your mind as your spark surges across your body. As you open your eyes again, you realize you have somewhere better to be.
And poof, he instantly goes back to Labrynthai.
Yep. As Shinzo reappears, the rest of you would just see him reappear with a blast of light.
Wow.
I remember everything.
The intensity of that was the same as when you had perished, or seemingly perished, back when we fought the
Oh yeah,
Sahagin.
the big fishy. Yes.
Wow. That was a crazy time. I wonder how many member berries we got left.
It's funny because earlier when you said the whole Mimble thing, I was like, note to self, get picture of Mimbleberries for editing.
Okay. It turns to Ikarath. Oh, Ikarath got his memories back, right?
Wrath has most of his back. He's having a quiet moment now. Though your boy is welcome to jump in and do some role playing if he wants to.
Who, me?
I think he's
Ikira.
talking to me. Sorry, I
Oh.
had stepped away real quick. I'm back now, though.
Yeah, welcome back.
I didn't hear what the last thing said to me was.
You could jump in.
Yeah, you do roleplay.
Okay.
Why are you not having fun? I specifically requested it.
So confused. What?
We were talking about how Shinzo just got his memories back after he planeswalked again.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah,
So
do the thing.
all
So
right.
far,
Helica's doing better. Charlotte
Yeah.
is doing
Yep.
better.
With the
Charlotte is
story.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlotte's back. Shinzo's back. Helica's back. You're back.
Ish.
All right. So yeah, I was gonna say there's still pieces. All right. So Shinzo's got his memory. Great. He's gonna look over at Sorok and just kind of be like, so looking in the journal, I feel like you are after something called the Pieces of Eight, and I am after a certain set of artifacts.
Pieces of 8.
Yes, they're something. It says that
Piece
we
of
have
8. Piece of
2
8.
of them, I believe.
You glance.
He then
He
pulls out the
glances-
2
Yeah,
medallions.
I was about to say, as you pull out the 2 medallions, a memory clicks in your mind, learning about the Pieces of 8, how you needed to go on an epic quest to collect all of them and unlock the true power of the Sea Princes.
Though there's probably also that hint of rebellion in the process as well.
Mm-hmm.
Something about these, I was intending to capture them initially for some reason. But now I want to just capture them so I can prevent others from getting them. I think.
Yeah, reading through here, there's a name that has popped up a couple of times that seems to be not exactly your friend or the rest of ours. It's a Azura Thunderflare is what I have written. Does that ring a bell?
Azra.
Yep.
Yeah, that rings a bell. The arrival.
Yes, I have a few other quotes that you have called them in the past. Not
I
just
was
rival.
about to correct you.
I was on top of it. Boom. Sometimes I try.
Well, they're definitely. I have a feeling that while she was a rival, I was wanting to help her.
Them.
Them.
Ha!
Thank
I
you.
got to correct someone. Ha ha! Take that, bitches!
Of course, it's usually me. Any case.
Please continue.
I was intending to help them, trying to pull them away from this.
I get that.
Something about this stuff made me want to rebel. Because it wouldn't be me at the end of the day.
As Sorok looks up, behind the party, he can see the golden spectral figure of Darthok, his grandfather. giving him a solemn nod as all of his memories snap back into place, the enchantment breaking around him. Sorok has regained his memories. And with that, the only one left
Ammo.
is... Oh, Ikarath, actually. Ikarath hasn't awakened all of his yet.
Right.
Got most of it, but
Yeah.
I can't quite get there, guys. You pull out
Sorok
the staff of the
get
Coatl and just kind of look at it a little bit closer.
As you look at the staff of the Coatl, you feel a warmth in your hands from it. One that's different, but comforting. As if the staff itself is telling you, I'm here for you.
Karath is going to feel comforted, but also just kind of be confused and aggressive about it. Just be like, I don't understand this thing.
maybe you're meant to find all the pieces of that set.
Oh, I can tell you that I absolutely am.
But it, not for a reason that would exactly be aware to you immediately.
I mean, I could go full Andrew Hussey on this shit and be like, secretly, the Coatl egging him on to do it is himself from the future.
What? Yeah.
Oh, I do have to say one thing about you that I do remember.
That's actually a really good idea. I might do that.
Yeah.
You're different from your kid. Most of them tend to be less thoughtful about others. You, on the other hand, well, you care. You treat others with respect.
Gonna keep
And,
staring at the staff of the Coatl and just be like, yes, I know.
and perhaps what this is to lead is potentially you leading a brighter path for your clan or tribe or whatever you call it.
Snake Gang.
Snake Gang.
Snake Company.
Snake Gang represent!
Hiss, hiss.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen that path before. But it's complicated.
Nothing's ever easy.
Especially when you have two sides on polar opposites ends of the spectrum.
Well, that's what makes you unique, don't it?
I don't know. I don't know what the other side is. I can't.
That's the thing.
I just remember this fucking thing. And he keeps staring at the Coatl staff.
Who knows?
The Coatl staff is still glowing warmly in your hands.
But here's the thing. How much do you remember of yourself? Everything that was important?
I remember most of the things about myself, but I can't remember what is telling me to get rid of this.
And maybe, no offense, but maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe it's a good thing, or maybe it makes me incredibly weak if I lose it.
Think of it like this. You still have your personality, your thoughts, your opinions, yeah?
Of course.
Well, that's all that matters at the end of the day. If you are you, then there's nothing to look into further. You are you. Just as I am Amo and Chantel and and Helica and Shinzo, we're all individuals. We're free. Free of the bonds that tie us down.
That's the thing, Zorak. I don't know how free I actually am.
I do go hussy on this. You've never been free. It's all been a self-fulfilling prophecy, my dude. I'm sorry.
Well, don't
You'd
we
say
all
that
have
to me.
Well, that's up to you to decide. Are you free? Because in reality, the one thing that fate and gods and whatever can't predict is how you, yourself, as an individual, will decide on what you choose as your future. It's why
First-
I'm
Oh, go ahead.
It's why I'm at this where I now remember I'm fully intending to fucking find all those 8 pieces and then fucking throw it in the volcano or something, because fuck those things! Fuck gods and fuck everything that wants to take people over.
This is
Eh,
Zorak.
right, I've been holding that in for a while. Point is, you have your choice. Your own choice as a person. And no one here could take it. I can't take it. Chantel. No gods.
Oh, princesses.
Or princesses.
Whatever the
As he
fuck,
then
or whatever the fuck Amo is.
just places a hand on Ikarath's shoulder. You are Ikarath. You have slain a demon prince with us. We had fought things far beyond this world could ever comprehend. Never forget who you are. Just as I told Helica that one night, when she was having doubts, to never forget who you are. We forgot who we are for a temporary time, but that's because of magic.
Just say, wait, didn't that just happen?
Well, that was because of magic and because of an asshole that wanted to fuck with our minds.
Shinzo, you have forgotten me. This is CNN.
Oh, God.
as as this inspiring speech rolls across Ikarath, he can feel a lot of his memories snapping back into place. But along with it, a bit of clarity. Because deep down, he starts to feel that Sorok is right. No matter what happens, no matter what he chooses, that choice is his to make. The staff is still warm in his hands as he looks down at it again, now in full control of his memories.
Thank you, Sorok. You're right. And I do know what I need to do at the end of the day.
Sorok just simply smiles and then pats his shoulder.
I need to get a stiff drink.
When we get out of this place, I will need a favor of some of you.
Of course.
But we'll get there.
Okay.
Shinzo, start up the triumphant music. As the party stands up as a unified group, they glance over at Charlotte, whom I'm gonna let Bean decide this, as her memories start to reconnect as well, having both been inspired by that speech and remembering all of the crazy shit that she's done alongside them. Does she want to return to Chantel or remain as Charlotte for a little while?
Oh. What an inspiring speech as she just looks up and begins to remember all the things flowing through her head. Makes me wonder. And she goes, I realized that all of you look a little bit different from the last time I remembered. What happened?
Wait a minute. Is this Chantel or Charlotte?
Charlotte. Old lady.
Oh God, so completely different persona.
Oh dear Helica, you look a lot taller than I last saw you. You were like this small and now you're this tall. Oh, how children grow.
I was never as small as that. I've always been this tall. Could be the heels.
Oh, now I can tell. I see you have another eye opened up.
Yes.
When did that happen?
After I did 100 push-ups. Just kidding. After. Wait,
What?
you weren't.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, a 10-kilometer run each day. What's the rest of it?
If I recall correctly, Chantel got infused with Rexian ship.
Helica.
After bonding with the bioship, this Deadeye helped me to be able to see all in every room inside of that ship. We still have those captives too. We still have them that Sorok told me to hold up in the brig. But wow, you really aren't the one that I married, but you are at the same time.
Married? An old hag like me? Are you kidding me?
Well, you were in a more younger form.
I don't remember being younger. And she looks up at everyone else. Oh, and you're quite flaming recently, Sorok.
Yeah, side effect of bloodline stuff and I think it was relating to us going into the For you, it was more relating to us going to the plane of what was it? The plane of law and stuff.
Yes,
Mechanist.
Mechanist.
At this
Yeah,
point,
you.
At this point, Charlotte would glance down at her hands and see a gorgeous ring, and notice that there is a matching one on Helica's ring finger. Upon the mention of Mechanus, she remembers with a flash her time there.
Oh dear goodness. I now oh
She's
it,
sexy.
Well then.
it kind of just it just kind of begins to like a magical flash, just suddenly her body sort of goes up and then everything goes back to how she used to. Or at least how she should be. And she looks around and goes, "Oh my gods! You guys! I've seen so much! It was like I was in a void. And I saw many people. Like me."
You've literally experienced your time as a child, and then a teen, an old lady, and now. Yes. So you.
Yeah,
The
that's
time knife. We've all done heroin. Come on.
Oh god.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Hmm.
But I think I remember more than what I should have. When I was a child, I remember. I think my soul was much more bigger than I expected it to be.
Did you
Is
remember
that
the
weird to say?
24th night of September?
You were mentioning about past lives, about being a goblin at one point, and things like that.
Yes. Yes, I did. It's a bit fuzzy, but I think I feel more clearer now.
Hmm.
Maybe that's the reason why Great Mother wants to study me so much. You know, I do believe I share one soul across. I don't know, I'm beginning to remember more lives than just one. Is that strange?
For a player
No.
character? No.
I thought I was a duck at one point in my life. That.
You thought you were.
I remember
You
that
know,
campaign.
there is a kind of cultural thing with orcs that believe that there's such thing as being reincarnated. When
Hmm.
you die, if you don't go into the realms of Grumsh, you usually just get reincarnated as another orc or something like that, and then have to retry again.
Oh,
Sounds
think
like
of
it's
it like
limbo.
this. My whole time I felt like I was in a limbo. Until now. Like, all these things flooding back. The reason why my magic is so potent. I remember I was once. Yes, I was once a sorcerer of wild magic. And then I was once a blue mage that ate
What?
things.
That's a blue mage.
Is it blue mage? As in a mage that wears blue?
No, a mage that consumes things, and then the things that it consumes, it will assume the magical powers, or even the source of its energies from, and uses it as its own.
Helica's mind looked like it's boiling, like her eyes just kind of glaze over her.
I don't know, man.
Because
This
it's
sounds
like
like
this,
some Japanese anime shit.
like she's just trying to like this is that's totally. We'll ask Morty. I'm just gonna call him Morty for now, because what he did, I don't even want his autograph anymore. He didn't.
Oh,
He didn't.
sure.
Not like I wanted to know. He broke my heart with that, but
He
that's.
broke your heart. Oh, now I'll have him.
No, I don't have a heart to be broken.
Yes, you do. It's in your head.
It's not like I wanted Mordenkainen's autograph or anything, but Baka.
Well, to be honest, we did tell him our names, so...
Yeah, I think that can really fuck us up in the future.
Maybe
Should
next time
we?
we should have maybe not tell him what we were, or who we
Yeah,
were.
we should all come up with monikers or something.
I've got one. Endel.
Okay, sounds like Chantel, but okay.
It's also an anagram for needle, which rhymes with queedle.
Her brain is just at this point stopped working.
Indel. It's short for involuntary delicacy.
Damn. Actually, yeah. That sounds
I don't know where I was going with that. It just popped into my head.
because blue mages eat. But yeah, huh, interesting. Okay, now that we're all our minds are back put in place like a jigsaw, should we all go and do the dungeon crawling?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. We are going to call this wonderful memory lane session done.
Yep.
Having had a nice little visitation of all the shit that's happened to this party from the beginning, back at season 1.
Yeah.
As the Leppies cheer you on as you head out towards the exit, the party strides forward a little more confident, a little more empowered, knowing that whatever choices they make, they're their choices to make. And though they are probably going to fuck some shit up royally, they're gonna do it with style.
Yeah.
And with
Yes.
that, we come to the end of this episode where I have a bit of news and all of the usual end of episode things. First of all, I'm sure most of you have noticed that Dingo actually left about halfway through this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Around when this Labrynthai arc concludes, I want to give him a proper send-off, but Dingo is having to drop out of this campaign. He will be returning whenever he gets a chance as a guest star, but he got a new job. New job has new schedule, and unfortunately, he won't be able to join us for regular games for the preceding future.
Boo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck his new job, but also I hope he does well at it.
I will never say fuck his new job. I would say I hope it turns out worth the effort and hard work that he'll be putting into it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, I would like to give a very special shout out to Shun and Bean for doing the artwork for everyone this episode. The Leppy artwork specifically was done by Shun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dream is super cute.
You guys can also play as her too when Hawk releases his thing.
Yeah, I am
Yes,
currently writing the Leppies as a playable species for 5th edition D&D. If y'all join the Discord channel, link in the doobly-doo, you can actually get a sneak peek of it on our PDF channel. It's not balanced in the slightest, but you can see it.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah. Special shout out to Shinzo for doing the editing this episode. Thank you, old buddy. You are so precious to me. And you're not responding at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shinzo.
Normally you continue and just go down. So, well, thank you. I do appreciate it very much.
Yeah. If you like what you saw, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Link in the doobly-doo. Special thanks to our current patron, Sarah Boozer. Let's see. Thank you all once again so much for watching. I am glad we could entertain you all tonight. Or today, if you're watching this during the day. Or this afternoon, if you're watching in the afternoon. I don't know when you're watching this on YouTube. Like, I don't question your life. If you're watching this on YouTube, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. It really does help the channel grow. And let's see. So now that all of their memories are back, do both Chantel and Helica remember all of the epic orgies they've had with Helica's waifus?
Every single one of them. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Nice. Delightful. And cut. Thank you.